Okay, so the beauty within you can catch you off guard because there's so much more about you that has yet to be revealed. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So you have so many surprises inside of you that many of you have not seen yet because there's still so much more life to live. So there's so much more of you that has yet to be revealed. Spirit is basically saying, like, the more that you keep moving forward and the more that you uphold the power of your ancestors within you, the easier it is for you to be able to endure these times that we're in. So acknowledging your ancestors as well as your spirit family that's around you that has walked with you throughout your life, even though you may not know that they're there, they are. And the more that you go through moments of self-reflection and remind yourself of everything that you've actually conquered sometimes, it's a good practice because it will help you to see your progress. When one sees their progress, it gives them motivation, like from self, not from anybody else. It's not external motivation. It's really internal motivation because it is you looking at you. You're not looking to someone else, or you don't really need to look to someone else for that motivation. However, there are individuals like me that will guide you back to yourself, in which when you are guided back to yourself and you're able to view yourself in such a way where you learn from your own journey, that's one of the most powerful things somebody could do. That's one of the most powerful practices one can do in order to build a better relationship with self and build confidence and strengthen the love that you have between yourself and your lineage. Okay? Because your ancestors are with you through the blood that runs through your body every day. So know that you are never alone. That power that you have inside of you where you don't even know how you got through things that you went through, your ancestors will activate to make sure that you get through these tough moments. And so you're not only pulling power from yourself, you're also pulling the power that runs through your veins. Okay? There's so much beauty in you. And the way in which you see the fullness of your beauty is by staying in motion. Because when you continue to stay in motion and reflect, that's the key, to stay in motion and keep reflecting back on what happened and learn from it, and don't make the same mistakes or mishaps that you did prior to. Okay? Sometimes mistakes happen and sometimes things just don't go right, and that's fine. We're not robotic. You know, things do happen. However, when you are aware of what didn't work before and you plan for those types of situations by just having the knowledge of what can happen, it really releases you from additional trouble that you can run into just off the strength of using that inner knowing that you have obtained through experience and self-reflection. That's why self-reflection is so powerful, because it brings you back to you. It brings you back to the moments in time where you had a shortfall, where things didn't go right. It also brings you back to the moments in time where you did everything perfectly. So it's also good for you to actually see where you did a wonderful job as well. So it's not always about just looking back to focus on what went wrong. It's also about focusing on what went well. Okay? And just having a hold or grasp on the fact that all of that is important. Every aspect of you, the good, what you may see as good and what you may see as not so good, it all makes sense to you if you would allow it to. The more you're resistant towards any aspect of your life, it makes it more difficult for you to be able to release it, to learn from it, and accept it for what it is. The easier it is for you to let bygones be bygones, because many times people hold on to things that they've done that they may regret, but regret doesn't really get you to a place. It leaves you stuck. It can have you stagnant and stuck in a certain position that you were never meant to stay in. The only reason to stay in a space of excessive self-reflection is to learn. And the key is to learn and to move on and to transmute that traumatic experience into something beautiful that makes sense and that could not only help you but be of assistance to others. This is how you grow, that's growth. And once you get over what you could have viewed as a regret prior to, and you're able to accept whatever happened, it is then that you truly grow. And when you begin to live a life that was meant for you to reach, everything that happened, it had to happen in order for you to be who you are. So self-reflection can hurt at times, yes. But at the same time, at least allow yourself to learn from it so you can also enjoy the later half of your life, like the second part. Because the second part is when you truly grow because you understand. So you're no longer walking without understanding. Traumatic experiences and rough times hurt most when you don't know what's going on. However, when you identify what's going on and life gets much better to live. Okay? So allow yourself to be able to see the layers of your beauty. Allow yourself to be able to see the fullness of your beauty, because that's where a life well lived really is. It's in that space. And then you don't have to walk around with that anger. To walk around angry, that's a lot of weight on the heart. We should not be walking around like that. That broken heart is a real thing. And that broken heart make you lash out on somebody that don't even deserve it. So therefore, that's why, got to mend that broken heart. And once you mend it through that self-reflection and through honesty with yourself, you end up walking into a portal of a whole new world that once before you didn't think belonged to you. When the whole time, it was always I was going to say something else. It was always your destiny. Okay, so that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can. Just visit www.milkhoneyRose.org. And also, you can join the membership just to support me. And for all of those who do decide to join, I appreciate you in advance. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Sending my love to you.